Good morning, Spiritual Life Center. Welcome to the SLC Sunday Experience. We are so glad that you got through the barriers and made it to us today. You are the marathon winners today.
That's right. You're in the right place at the right time, just where you are meant to be, whether you're live streaming or here in person. And are you ready to sing about it? Here we go. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. In the right place. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. Your soul is welcome. All souls are welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. I'm getting the message. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Get it, Russell. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. Everybody's welcome. My soul is welcome. Everybody's welcome. My soul is welcome. Everybody's soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Good morning, everyone. You've made it to made it past the whatever barriers were still up for the marathon, and we're so grateful to have you here. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm just great.
All right. Me too. Well, I hope everybody's great today. Glad you're all here. And so we greet you in the name of all that is good, all that is sacred, and all that is holy, and in the warm and loving energy of our spiritual community. Spiritual Life Center honors all people worshiping in temples, mosques, churches, stone circles, and the beautiful temples of nature, because there is no space that God does not grace. If it's your first time joining us, especially we welcome you, because we know that you are not here by accident. We are all here by
Divine appointment.
Thank you for keeping your appointment. And we appreciate it when you silence your electronic devices and wear your mask according to posted guidelines.
So let's take a moment to center ourselves in prayer, knowing that we are here by divine appointment and that we come together for community, for spiritual inspiration, for the sharing of love and joy and peace. And as we bring ourselves into this moment of inner contemplation, inner exploration, the inner adventure of knowing who you are and why you are here, we are just so grateful for the opportunity to be here and to be together and to share with those who are also at a distance from us. as we encircle the globe with our love and our light and our power and our joy. And so it is. Amen. And Spiritual Life Center has a mission, and let us just say that together: to transform lives as we love, serve, and remember. And we bring that mission about by enacting or doing the 5 unity principles. And these principles are really great for us to internalize, which is why we speak them out loud. And it also gives us a way to explain what we teach to other people. So let's say them together. God is absolute good and everywhere present. People are inherently good. Thoughts create our experiences. Prayer and meditation are how we connect with God, and we must take action. And a great action right now is December babies. Please stand.
There it is. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Are you feeling a little lonely out there? Get to love on you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. And thank you, Shirley Brown, for the lovely altar flowers.
So the Holiday Arts and Crafts Fair is just a week away. It's on Saturday, December 11th from 12 to 4 p.m. Now you bring your friends and come for a joyful holiday shopping experience. Our very own fabulous artisans and crafters may just have that perfect, unique gift that you're looking for. And we can enjoy seasonal music, treats, raffles while shopping and visiting with our friends. Now, there are also a limited number of tables still available for crafters, so if you still want to get in on that part of it, find Pat Harvey or in the courtyard, or you can go to the hub and they can direct you in the right place.
And if you haven't seen it already, please visit the website for the gala replay and photo gallery. The gala silent auction pages have been updated, so remember to go online and place your bid for that special something. Visit the chapel to see information for more auction item descriptions. The silent auction closes at 1 p.m. next Sunday, December 12th. So, my bad. Is that
No, it is next week.
Next
December
week.
12th. Yep.
Next week.
Yep.
Yeah. So go to slcworld.org and submit your offer today.
And each quarter, Sally Sion and Reverend James Trapp offer a community member info session. And it is an opportunity for new people to get to know SLC better and ask questions. And honestly, even if you're not brand new and you have some questions about what we teach in Unity and this community, you're welcome to come to that. They look forward to hearing your story, and they will answer any questions that you might have. That will be next week, Sunday, December 12th at 1 p.m., just as the auction is closing.
The Celebration of Life and Christmas Tribute Concert for Reverend Charles Cooper will be held next Sunday, December 12th, from 6 to 9 p.m. at Unity of Sacramento. If you plan to attend, you can register at unityofsacramento.com. COVID guidelines are in place, which means you will be asked to show proof of vaccination or current negative test result.
Now we have, as you all know at this point probably, we have a lot of special holiday services coming up. Of course, we have our spectacular candlelight service that will be on December 24th. We're doing it once this year, not twice, and that will be at 5 p.m. on Christmas Eve here in the sanctuary. And also we have 2 other services that are Sunday services, but we're having them at a special time. So on December 26th, the service will be at 11. And on January 2nd, the service will be at 11. These are special times. We are not getting rid of the 9 o'clock service. Some people were concerned about that. This is only for these 2 holidays. Starting what would be that January 9th, we will be back to 9 and 11 o'clock. So, but make sure on these 2 weeks that if you're not too busy cleaning up, after the Christmas tree, join us at 11 o'clock.
Yes. The first Sunday of the month, we honor our community giving partner. Here is Rachel Lyman to introduce this month's partner.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. I am pleased to be here to honor the SSIP Food Closet, which has helped to alleviate food insecurity for countless thousands of families and individuals in the greater South Sacramento area for over 50 years. I was raised Presbyterian, and I'm still a member of Bethany Presbyterian Church. In the 1960s, Bethany set up a food closet, and it was literally in a closet. And I remember seeing it as a younger person. And so there was a Dutch door, and that's where they'd open that up to hand bags of food to people who came. Today, I want to honor all the volunteers who work in food closets, especially my mother's past, Mary Barbera, and a dear friend, Myra Cowan, who worked years in the food closet. So we honor all volunteers. Well, in 1969, the SSIP, which stands for South Sacramento Interfaith Partnership, was born. And it consists of 12 local churches. And today it partners with many grocery outlets and volunteer drivers. And congregants from those 12 churches help to volunteer and work in the food closet, which is now housed in its very own building on the campus of Bethany Presbyterian Church. So I'm very close to my heart. So we're giving a monetary donation today, and also SSIP, Spiritual Life Center will be honoring the SSIP Food Closet with a food drive, and it's on Sunday, December 12th and 19th. If you come to church, make sure you bring it. But also, they're going to start this week during regular office hours. There'll be bins in the courtyard, I believe. And bring any non-perishable food items, but make sure there's nothing that has expired on the dates. Check the dates. So now is my great honor and privilege to introduce Mr. Simon Ye, who's the manager of the SSIP Food Closet.
Thank you, Rachel, for that wonderful introduction. As mentioned, I am the manager at SSIP Food Closet. I joined SSIP in January of 2020 from corporate America, so that was a big shift. And then COVID made that challenge even more exciting. With their generous donations, we're able to supplement the food that we provided them with some eggs and some milk. Our clients really appreciate that. They don't always get those perishable items at food closets. In 2020, we ended the year serving 105,000 individuals. We fed 105,000 individuals. Okay? Our little building that Rachel mentioned is about a little bit over 1,000 square feet, and we processed 1.1 million pounds of food through that small building. Okay? And we are fortunate to have a healthy volunteer pool of about 150 volunteers, both working in the closet and, of course, working behind the scenes. We can't forget those important people behind the scenes. In 2020, they all contributed close to 16,000 volunteer hours to keep operations going for us. We are among the few food closets that's open 5 days a week in South Sacramento, and we give out food from 9 to 11:30. If you don't need food, we are allowing people to pick up food for others during COVID. So you may know somebody who needs it. Tell them we're here for them, because you guys help us stay open and support us. Thank you very much.
Remember, the way to find out what is happening at SLC is to go to our website. On the site, you can peruse the bulletin board, then go to the hub to sign up for an event.
And with a board of trustees and prayer chaplains, please stand. Our board of trustees wear the purple ribbons on their name badges, and they are here to guide, shape, and provide oversight for our community operations. And so if you have questions about Spiritual Life Center, go find one of the board of trustees, and they will be glad to answer any questions that you have. And our chaplains, our prayer chaplains, are here to hold us and you in confidential prayer in times of challenge and in times of celebration. This human journey can be a challenge sometimes, and so they hold sacred space for us. They wear the white stoles, and they will be in the courtyard to pray with you after the service.
We love to welcome our newcomers. So in a moment, we will ask those of you who are here with us to raise your hand. There are many ways to connect at SLC, and you can find more information about small groups, events, and classes by filling out the welcome card. You can find it online at slcworld.org/connect. For those with us in person today, you can fill out the card, take it to the welcome table in the courtyard, where there is a very warm welcome and a gift for you.
So if you're here for the very first time today, please raise your hand. Yay. We are offering you a purple ribbon, and we ask that you wear it on your left side near your heart so that we can greet you and offer you a heartfelt SLC welcome. Thank you for joining us on your unique path today. Let us all stand and welcome our newcomers and each other with love.
And we invite you to stay standing and please join me in singing. Please join me in taking a stand for peace, love, and joy. I used to talk about how I wanted to change the world, but I always left it up for someone else to do. Then I finally realized that I needed to take a stand, and that by changing my thinking, I could change my life, and that's how I could change the world. Please join me in singing. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. Let there be love. Let there be joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world. We are making a new world. We are making a new world now. Right now, right now, right now, right now. Please be seated.
So I invite you now to please speak aloud our vision statement. Spiritual Life Center is a loving, vibrant family that welcomes home all people and accepts everyone, no exceptions. Weaving ancient spiritual traditions with emerging wisdom, we cultivate a spiritual deepening with the divine, each other, and our planet.
And now, in preparation for meditation, I invite you to take a nice deep breath and settle into your chair and allow yourself to be here now. I am one with God. I know the truth. I am one with creation and one with you. There is no separation between all that is. I am one. Please join me in singing. Joy and peace in my heart. Always I feel joy and peace in my mind. God within reveal joy and peace in my life. I am healed. Joy and peace. Joy and peace in my heart. Always I feel joy and peace in my mind. God within reveal joy and peace in my life. I am healed. Joy and peace. Joy and peace in my heart. Always I feel joy and peace in my mind. God within reveal joy and peace in my life. I am healed. I am healed. I am healed. I am healed. I am healed.
Joy and peace in my heart. Allow yourself this time to enter your heart in meditation. I invite you to close your eyes. Begin by softening all the edges of your body. loosening any tension in your muscles, dropping your shoulders, and simply breathe. Resting comfortably with the palm. We are perfect and complete, and our feelings block us from that joy and peace. Things to arise. Now allow these words to be yours. To my thoughts, I recognize that some of you are here to remind me of my humanness. Thank you for trying to protect me, but I am okay right now. I know that I am not my thoughts. I love you, and I release you. To my feelings, I recognize that you are here as well, attached to a memory, sometimes painful, but it's not what my heart needs right now. I love you, and I release you as well. To my mind, I recognize that you are part of me. Sometimes you show up to protect my heart. Thank you, mind, for trying to help me, but I am okay right now. Please be an ally to me. Please stop repeating the stories that hurt me by bringing up thoughts that no longer serve me. Mind, support my heart by repeating the mantra, joy and peace in my heart. Thank you. Thank you for supporting my heart. I love you, mind. With my mind and heart as one, I am whole. I am complete. And I am at peace in the silence. Slowly, peacefully, return to the present moment. When you are ready, open your eyes. During the day, hold in your awareness the love, joy, and peace in your heart. Receive all the good that is already within you, that is already you. You are peace.
There's a place place that I know, where the sycamores grow and daffodils have their fun, where the cares of the day seem to slowly fade away in the glow of the evening sun. Peace when the day is done. If I go there relay, let my mind meditate on everything to be done. If I search deep inside, let my conscience be my guide, then the answers are sure to come. Don't have to worry, none. When you find peace of mind, leave your worries behind. Don't say that it can't be done. With a new point of view, life's true meaning comes to you, and the freedom you seek is one. Peace is for everyone. Peace is for everyone. Peace is for
Thank you. That's a hot chocolate, fire, good book song. I would just want to say that during COVID, well, we're still there. Okay, when we shut down and we started recording the service, at first we were recording at home, and so I ended up doing almost all the meditations because it was like we didn't want to put anybody else through that. And then when we started recording here at the church, I was able, Janae and Sherry were able to come in and help with meditation a little bit. But for the truth is I have probably done most of the meditation. Paul Sanchez has agreed to become one of our regular meditators. He is going to be, starting in January, every month he will take one of the Sundays. Thank you, Paul. You did an amazing job. And it's nice to start getting the church and the... Thank you very much. I seem to be going in and out, which is not uncommon for me. So welcome to Advent week, Advent Sunday 2. Now, I don't know how many of you know Claire, But she informed me, as I started talking about that, there's only that Advent is 4 Sundays, but I'll get to that in a minute. So in the Christian tradition, Advent is the beginning of the church year, or the liturgical year, the churches like the Episcopalians and the Roman Catholics and the Presbyterians, and we follow it loosely. It's a construct, and it's really interesting because it begins about 4 weeks before Christmas. It's 4 Sundays, and then it ends with Pentecost, which is in June. So you have about 4 weeks of Advent. Christmas does run 12 days in that calendar. Epiphany starts on January 6th and lasts till Ash Wednesday, which is the beginning of Lent, which runs for 40 days, but that doesn't count Sundays. Easter is 3 days, and then the Easter season goes until Pentecost, which is usually sometime in June. And then the story ends, and guess what they call the time between Pentecost and Advent? There's actually 2 things. The one I found online the other day was they call it the time after Pentecost. But mostly it's called ordinary time. So it's like, well, it's just ordinary these days. And so if you're ever watching a movie and you're kind of trying to figure out what time of year it is, and there's a church scene and the minister is wearing green and people in short sleeves, it's summer. Now, how everything after Epiphany, starting with Lent and Easter, is calculated will make your head spin, and I'm not going to go there. It has to do with the moon. I don't think there's any werewolves involved, but I'm not sure. So now, that is absolutely information you did not need, so let's actually talk about what I'm here for. It just got me on that when I was looking at all of these celebrations that we do this time of year. But unity historically sees Advent as an inner search of mind and heart. And in our teaching, the Christ is an idea in divine mind. It is a divine essence within our being. Here, in the darkest time of the year, we have the opportunity to step back and take time to explore our inner self. Now, when I say self, that is a capitalized word, just so you know. But theoretically, it is a time of quiet, but it's only theoretical because though we say this is a season of hope, renewal, and change, it is often fraught with stress and overdoing. And just when we are called to go within, the outside world starts screaming at us to pay attention to it. And our modern world is very distracting, but you knew that already. I don't have to tell you that. Making a conscious effort to take the time to spend time with your inner self is worth it because this time of year can lead you into a real spiritual adventure should you decide to open up to it. Now, adventure actually means an unusual and stirring experience. Adventure comes from the same root word as Advent. See how that works? So we can say that the search for the advent of your inner Christ means that you embark on an adventure of spiritual introspection, which is how we came up with the titles Advent-ure. Cute, huh? I know. So we have a theme for each week during Advent, and this is across all Unity churches. Advent 1 is hope and faith. Advent 2 is peace. Advent 3 is joy, and Advent 4 is love, which takes us right into the birth of the Christ light. But today our adventure leads us to investigate peace. And I've been thinking quite a lot about how this is supposed to be a time of peace and goodwill, but it has turned into that whirlwind of coping for so many of us. Embarking on an adventure of peace sounds probably a little weird because we tend to think of adventures as being very active, right? And peace seems to be more passive. And so we end up asking some questions, or at least I do. The first question is, how can I have more peace in my life? I think that's probably one or two of you have asked that same question. And my initial thought was that the quest to discover peace actually is, and then somehow, to ask what peace is. What is it really? And then how do I implement it in my life? So then I automatically started thinking about inner peace. But the more I thought about inner peace, that made me think about there must be an outer peace. And I started to try to compare the two, whereupon my brain decided it was time for a chocolate chip cookie. The cookie interlude led to my deciding that there is only one peace. Peace is peace. It has no beginning and it has no end. And we separate it out. It's like in Anne's song, she talks about peace of mind. We talk about peace of mind, peace of body. We chunk it out, but peace is peace. So then my second question is what is peace anyway? And if we don't know what it is, how can we find it and use it or be it? And then the next question was, what is peace and how do we obtain it? So what came to me is peace is not an external objective that we can go pick up at Wall Home Co. That took a while. Peace is not an external device. It's an internal phenomenon. And certainly peace is the absence of worry. Peace is not projecting out into the world. Peace is not accepting the projections that are sent towards you. Peace is not engaging in the drama of the world. Peace is standing in your own energy, being you. And we often identify peace by how we feel, right? And we, or at least I, mostly identify peace as not feeling icky or stressed. It's it's lack of conflict. And that was when I realized that I was only looking at peace from one direction of what it is not, what is not going on with me. And then I went to, is peace an absence or is peace a presence? As I was letting all this run through my mind, wondering about inner and outer peace, I had a vision of standing at the still center of a circle. All the worldly activities spun around me like the rings of Saturn. And in this image, I am not engaging with this busyness. I can reach out my hand and touch the ring. So I'm standing in the middle, and if I put out my arm, I can immediately re-engage in that energy. But in this vision, I am in the circle, and I am not touching the rings, and I am just being. I'm serene in the middle of chaos. I stand in the eye of the hurricane. I am, and I was. And then the phone rang. And I touched the outer circle again. And this showed me, though, that peace is alive. It's ever abiding within me. But how do we live a fully engaged life and maintain that tranquility? How do I reach out at that circle and not get pulled all the way back out? This is the conundrum of is how to be in the world and not of it. And of course, we really can't. I mean, there's ways, but most of us can't and we won't because we're meant to be engaged with life. It's why we're here. Be in the world, not of it. That sort of sounds like we have to choose between a life of drama and stress or a detached, uneventful existence. And this is where I realized that there's a misunderstanding about something. In my world, there's a huge difference between being detached and non-attachment. Being detached means you don't care. You have no emotion. You have no mental investment in the situation or in life sometimes. In detachment, you don't even do anything because you don't care. Alternately, non-attachment is when you allow, but you don't turn off your feelings. You can care passionately about something, but allow it to be. You can allow it to flow naturally. Non-attachment means that you still take action, but you release yourself from the need to control the outcome. Non-attachment is when you can truly let go and let God. We can let go and still do our part. Some people think that if you're not attached, you would not care what happens. But that's just not true. The truth is that you probably care deeply, and you may feel joy or disappointment at whatever the result is. But when you understand that everything changes, you're able to see that the one result is never the end. And there's more and more to come. It's an act of co-creation because we are one with the universe. Now, I have a quote from a book, and I'm going to show you the book. It's called The Book of Merdad, and I made copies of the cover. It's out at the hub in case you're interested, because we get those questions. So the Book of Merdad says, and this says it all for me, accept a misfortune as if it were a fortune. For a misfortune, once understood, is soon transformed into a fortune, while a fortune misconstrued can quickly become a misfortune. And nothing in this quote tells us to stop being human, doesn't tell us to stop having feelings. It does give us a way to approach life, though. And then Norman Vincent Peale said it another way. He said, if you are going one direction and God is going another, you are tearing yourself apart. And because we are part of the God energy, one source, when we fight the current, we feel anything but peaceful or tranquil or serene. So how do we find our way to peace in this crazy, distracting world? Where can our quest take us? Now, please understand that it is not that any of us are lacking in peace. It is only that we are distracted or we don't really know what it is. We don't really understand what it is, which was why we would go on this adventure to discover what peace is. So let's examine a twofold method. The first fold, so to speak, is to venture inward, to discover that well of peace that abides within and connect with it. Become aware of this resource. Make it your friend. The second fold is actually to remember to tap in to this well of time in times of challenge. Remember to resource yourself. What if we could really understand and know that peace is not a thing to be accomplished or found? What if we realize that peace is an energy and not dependent on a having or a not having? What if we discover that peace is simply an energy that lives within and is alive and active in our daily lives? Is that really so strange? Think about the stories people tell about experiencing the peace that passes all understanding. A woman in my Thursday morning group tells the story of sitting in a hospital waiting to get the diagnosis for her son. And she sat there, it was a biopsy, and they were pretty sure they knew what they were going to find. But she said she sat there and all of a sudden she just had this sense of complete peace, overwhelming peace. And she knew that her son was going to be fine. And the diagnosis was cancer, but he came through it really, really well. And so she, in that moment, was engulfed in a peaceful, tranquil energy because she knew it would be okay. Or sometimes at the end of a relationship, when that hard decision's been made, there may be a sudden sense of relief, or that deep sense of well-being. And there's so many examples of this phenomenon. I'm sure many of you have experienced that sudden peace that passes all understanding. This is peace, and it does pass all understanding in those moments. But think about that for a moment. The peace present wells up inside, and we feel calm and centered and safe, and then we decide we don't understand it. And sometimes we try to overthink that. Usually, we accept this energetic infusion with gratitude. And we can, because these moments come unbidden and we don't have to work for them. And they're just wonderful gifts. But then again, we shouldn't have to wait for that unbidden moment, should we? It's quite possible to consciously move from chaos to serenity. And in thinking about all of this and wondering why we work so hard at it, I come back to the one idea that most of us think, that we are lacking in peace and that we need to create it. I can now remember times when I was all wound up and sat down to generate some peace. I was going to drum up peace. How do you drum up peace? That doesn't even make any sense. And I was at such a loss of centeredness in those moments that I tried to manufacture peace. And in those instances, I may have calmed down, but I was working so hard at it that I didn't really connect or commune with that living presence of peace that was within. And we know that meditation, getting quiet, turning within, allows the mind to refocus, to shift gears, and settle down. And then tranquility will seep in, and we feel good, happy, centered. But in that quiet, think about it, we are receiving, we are communing, we are not creating. And what we have discovered during this adventure today, what have we discovered? The most important idea, I think, is that peace is not a thing. It is not something outside ourselves. It is not something that we can manufacture. Peace is an energy, a living presence within each one of us. Therefore, we are never without peace. We only feel peaceless when we are out of sync and looking for solace outside of ourselves. When we are aware of and in communion with the peaceful presence, we allow life to flow around us, and we live from the inside out. And we can weather the storms of life by going into the internal abode of the presence of peace, who welcomes us with open arms. Advent takes us on an adventure of exploration into faith, hope, peace, joy, and love, through which we discover the Christ energy within, and whereby we remember who we really are. And so I invite you this week to use your knowledge, your feeling of the presence of peace, the home of the indwelling Christ. And now if you'll just take a moment to close your eyes, and I will close with this blessing. Take a deep breath, let it go. Deep peace of the running wave to you. Deep peace of the flowing air to you. Deep peace of the quiet earth to you. Deep peace of the shining stars to you. Deep peace of the Son of Peace to you. Deep peace of the Daughter of Peace to you. Deep peace to you. Deep peace. And so it is. Amen. Next, that means another candle. Next week, Reverend James will be back with the Advent-ure of joy. And I'm excited to see what he does with that one. And now you have the opportunity to support Spiritual Life Center through your love offerings. And if you can text SLC Love at 44321. You can go to our website and and click on our donate button. And if you are wanting to help to continue to support us and spread this message, whatever platform you're on, you can like, click, comment, subscribe, or whatever else the platform lets you do. And for those of us here in the sanctuary, let us say our blessing together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God.
On a city street somewhere, someone shoots a gun in the midnight air, and I don't know why. Somebody lives, somebody dies, somebody's wronged and a mother cries, and I don't know why. Some things we'll never understand, other things you change if you can. Peace, you find it where the heart is. The heart is right where love lives, and love can always find a way. Hope is the something that reminds us it's not too late to find us, and today I choose to be in peace. Haven't spoken in many years after angry words and bitter tears, and I don't know why. Best of brothers and best of friends, one mistake and the story ends, and I don't know why. Some things you'll never understand, other things you change if you can. Peace, you find it where the heart is. The heart is right where love lives, and love will always find a way. Hope is the something that reminds us it's not too late to find us, and today I choose to be in peace. It's all about forgiveness. It's God as my witness. I want to live to see peace. Oh, peace, you find it where the heart is. The heart is right where love lives, and love will always find a way. Hope is something that reminds us it's not too late to find us, and today I choose to be in
Thank you. Thank you, music team. And we give thanks for the offerings that people so graciously bring to us, and we know that as what they circulate, then circulation comes back to them, and the support that we have for this ministry, we are so grateful, and we say thank you, God. And we bless the prayers in the prayer box, knowing that the answer is there before the call is made, and that as they are sent to Silent Unity to pray with for another 30 days, that the highest and best for each person who has requested a prayer is here now, in the right way, in the highest good for everyone involved, for every request. And we say thank you, God. Amen. Now let us say our prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, I am, and all is well. And now our peace song.
Each moment